Anthony won't play for the Rockets, but will remain for the roster, even though I don't think that makes much sense. But here we go. Yeah, I think we all saw this coming from Melo, and I feel bad for the guy. Not all of it to me was his fault. I think it was also through the injuries that the Rockets had to suffer. I personally think that's one of the reasons. Now, there are teams I think that could consider getting Melo, or where Melo should consider going. These are the 5 teams that I think Melo should consider going. But yes, and one of them is my Blazers, which we're going to start off, actually. Portland Trailblazers at number 5. The Blazers, we remember last year, were trying to get Carmelo Anthony to be a part of their team. We all remember that. He did workouts with CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard, looked around on the team, but there was just one problem. It's in the Northwest. If there was a Seattle team, I bet you, if there was still a Seattle basketball team, he would join them and not the Portland Trailblazers. I bet that would happen. But at this point, does Portland really want Melo? I mean, not getting last year, 3rd seed. This year, one of the best starts they've had in a long time. 4 years, actually. This is literally their best start since 4 years ago. So do the Portland Trailblazers really want to get him at this point? Even after Melo said, nah, I don't want to come here. After all those workouts and all that, at this point, probably Portland won't be interested in him, but he probably will be interested in Portland. At number 4, I have the Golden State Warriors. The guy's got to get a ring, okay? The guy's got to get a ring. That's the only reason why I think he would join the Golden State Warriors. To finally get the ring he wants. And yeah, I don't think people would have complained about 6 All-Stars because they would have a 34-year-old man. But still, Melo deserves a ring. And personally to me, if you want to go a ring, just go to the team that's obviously going to make the NBA Finals. And then we'll finally just make real predictions of instead of just being like, oh, yeah, we know, right? Yeah, that one team's going to make it. But still, yeah, if he wants a ring, go to the Golden State Warriors. At number 3, this is a tough one. At number 3, the Atlanta Hawks. No, I was joking. At number 3, I personally have the Miami Heat. Why not? He is best friends with Dwayne Wade. Why not be on the team where you're one of your best friends in Dwayne Wade in his last year? Because those guys have been best buddies, and yet most of the time they play in the All-Stars. But think about that. 2 best friends playing on a team. That'd be really great. That would be. At number 2, I have the Denver Nuggets. It's where it all started. Where it all began. Reunite with the Denver Nuggets and probably end your career there. It was the first team that you were drafted by, and you could retire with them. Many players have done that before. Maybe Melo has that bar. Okay, but personally, at number 1, the New York Knicks. Here's why. Phil Jackson and Melo never got along. And personally, I think it was more on Phil Jackson's part that Melo wanted to leave. After he got traded and Phil Jackson got fired. And plus, it's New York. Stephen A. Smith wants Carmelo back in New York. I don't know, see what Weezy does, but I don't think he really wants Melo back. But anyway, yeah, I think Carmelo Anthony should consider rejoining with the Knicks if that's his number 1 option, because of the fact that it's, to me, and I personally think that that's where the best moments of his career was at New York. I think it was at the Knicks. And finally, I have a bonus round. The bonus round is retire. Now there is Melo fans out there. There's always a fan of that NBA player. I'm a Portland Trailblazer fan, but I like LeBron. I am a fan of LeBron too. But at this point for Melo, listen. I know if you're a Melo fan, you don't want to see him go, but let's be for real. His time's coming soon. Guys like LeBron right now are getting up there, but yet he's still doing great. And we already know what Dwayne Wade is soon to be, and he's going to retire. And yet a lot of people are going to get emotional about that because it's sports, and that's their hero. Melo is up there, 34 years old. Last year in OKC, when they were supposed to have great expectations, even though not all the losses were on Melo, but most of them were. And he did not act like himself like he did with the Knicks. And so far with the the Rockets, he had several few games, but at this point, personally, if you're doing this to Melo, parting ways with him this early, I don't think that's right. But now that Melo's getting up there in this age, 13.4 points per game, 5.6 rebounds. Melo is not like what he once was. We all know that. We will miss Melo when he retires, but personally, at this moment of his career, Melo should retire. Like I said, a lot of Melo fans are out there, but at this point, we have to face reality. He's no longer what he once was. He's not. Even if you don't want to admit it, it's true. To me, Melo, and that's where I think has to happen for Melo. Carmelo Anthony, to me, should retire. And I personally think he should retire. If he had to join to a team and retire, I would still say the New York Knicks. What do you guys think? What do you think Melo should do? Leave a comment down below. Hit the like button, share this with your friends, subscribe for more videos like this one. Even though Melo has had a great career, he's not once what he once was. Age is always unbeatable. This is TGTV Tank Mode. Sign.